All right. Today I'm going to read all romantic poems, except for my last one, which is a Christmas poem. And I'm going to start by reading Secret Lover.
Oh.
You came by last night disguised as a gentle breeze, blowing through my front door. But I knew who it was without privilege of sight. We made sweet love again just like the old times. No one will ever know how we took it so very slow, made it last. But it turned almost bittersweet and somewhat sad, a reminder of our checkered past. Two spirits joined together, one still clinging to hope, the other without a care. How often will you tease? How many more times will you appear? It's just not fair. Not a day passes by without some thought of you, those nights you danced for me and how I wish you were really here, not some ethereal being lacking reality. So I try to enjoy these moments as fleeting as they can be. You may no longer be real, flesh and bone I can feel, but it's all I have as my hopes and dreams slowly fade away from me. That second time around, just when you thought your time had passed, there sometimes comes that second chance. One can hope and one might even pray, but no one can be certain if that second love will come their way. A famous man once said to err is human, and err we do. That thought resonates inside me as I ponder all my mistakes, made in romance through and through. We'll never learn all the answers to love's subjective queries, as well as its subtleties. But therein lies the fascination, how it comes and goes apparently at whim, its course not easily followed by those afflicted, and appearing to be without a care. They are indeed floating in the most rarefied air. If love ever knocks on your door again, find every reason to let it in. We only have so many chances in our lives, and it just might be that second time around. Dream of us. It shouldn't be hard to do. A simple thought, maybe an easy memory, might bring it all back. Perhaps that lovely dream will finally come true. Side by side and together for all time and faithfully is the wish I've always had. Hopefully yours as well. Wishing us forever is the final remedy. When two lovers are in sync, there's nothing quite like the feeling. Two minds and bodies as one, when their thoughts are so alike, in creating the perfect image, leaving very little to be done. So dream of us when you have some time alone. Fill that empty space with me. Dream of us being together, and we two as one will become our reality. A woman's touch. There are those times in a man's life hard to forget. Her fragrance as she slowly brushed by, making sure contact was made, and that knowing smile when she looked his way. Long hair falling gently around him like cascades from a quiet waterfall, and those large hoops shining through the dark. Moments passing by like slow motion, but in real time too quickly gone. Lovers singing along with that bedside radio, playing those familiar songs, and making them feel like their love was so right, as that persistent clock turned quickly past midnight. In their most private moments, with little left to talk about, chemistry did its magical thing. Their physical language spoke loudly, allowing two eager bodies to function as one. He still smiles remembering all those moments, the way she whispered in the dark, how he never had enough, the way it was when he felt a woman's touch. Flowers and thorns. Life can be like the rose, beautiful but surrounded by thorns. The same might be said for love, so hard to find and harder to hold, and as some have expressed, captured by only the bold. It can come into your life as a total surprise, like that cool breeze on a warm summer day. It can appear out of nowhere as an unexpected gift one is suddenly blessed with. True love will always find a way to those who have invited it in and have done everything they can to allow it to stay. Like the rose, it will bloom in all its beauty, if properly cultivated day by day. Make no mistake, the art of loving takes courage and a willingness to sacrifice. If not, the thorns will predictably appear to cloud the color of romance, to cause missteps in what appeared to be a beautiful dance. Nothing worthwhile ever comes easy. Pretty flowers don't happen by accident. So if love does find you, give it every chance to grow. And like the lovely rose, it will shower you with its unmistakable glow. This one's a little bit on the R-rated side, but I'll read it anyway. Everything you are. I want to know everything about you, what you like and maybe not quite, all the things that make you happy, and in the same breath, those which make you not. I want to know your deepest feelings as no man has ever known. I want to learn how you move, how you seduce, even how you play with your hair, as women are often accustomed to do. I want visions of what you dream, and during your pensive days, even how you scheme. I want to map the pathway to your heart. I want to play on my part. I want to know the softness of your neck as my hungry mouth starts its journey there, and then becomes a ravenous freefall. I want to feel the depth of your kiss. I want it all. I want to watch as you bathe, to see the crystal streams like rivulets in a waterfall, cascading down your graceful body, to see your beautiful whiteness, naked for my undisturbed view. Yes, I do want it all. I want to see you in golden sunlight, to admire how you shine, your unmatched radiance with those eyes so blue. I want to know how you're going to love me, to send me spinning out of control. Yes, I do want to love forever, everything you are. This one's a little lighter. My sun and stars. You give me warmth and you afford me light. You are my sun on the coldest day and my stars in the darkest night. You are my cool oasis in the midst of burning sand. You've come to rescue me in my search for a helping hand. You are that beautiful voice with words I've longed to hear. Your letters give me the courage to move forward without fear. You become my muse, the woman I always write about, and one day you will be my lover, of that I have no doubt. You are all this and more as I compose verse after verse. You are truly my sun and stars and everything in my universe. Now this next poem was inspired by this piece of art, which I think cost $19.95 at Walmart.
Oh.
But it just looks special to me, and
It is special.
picked it out of a crowded jumble of artwork, on a rack there at Walmart.
Hold it up so they can see
Yeah.
over there.
So I've read this poem before, but I think I'll read it again now that I have my little prop with me. I wrote the poem about 6 months after I bought that piece of art.
Yeah,
The Girl with the Red Umbrella.
yeah.
I see her almost every day taking her little dog for a walk with a red umbrella dangling by her side. Rain or sunshine, it's always there and makes me wonder. She's pretty, she's nice, and I want to make her smile. I've said hello a few times, but that's all I've gotten to. She's nodded back, and I want to ask her out. I thought coffee with a shared dessert would be a fine way to start, and maybe some small doggy snacks as my pleasant surprise. I want to look into those pretty blue eyes. I found that red umbrella today all tattered and torn and thrown away, but no pretty girl to be found. There had been quite a storm last night, and I worried that maybe she had lost her way. Day turned to night, and I was alone without the girl who might be able to light my way. And suddenly a knock came to my door, and there she was with that smile I'd always longed for. She had her little dog and a brand new red umbrella dangling by her side. And probably the most emotional piece I've ever written, and I've read it before and I'm going to read it again, entitled Lily. I smile every time I think of you, and to realize we met by chance just blows me away. I had no good reason to expect the woman you are, my most pleasant surprise by far. We only shared one romantic evening, bright and so with scented candles, all that warm and fuzzy stuff. But it was your gentle way that won me over. You were what is soft when all I ever felt was rough. Perhaps we shall meet again, or maybe that night will stand as our one and only fling. It's so hard to see the future, but I could never dismiss you as a once and done thing. The best can arrive by small package, and you are the living proof. But I only tasted an appetizer when I wanted the main course. So I'm living for the next time you come calling at my door. You are the one sweet memory I will never forget, not only for the lovemaking, but even more for the afterglow. The way you talked and listened meant more to me than you could ever know. How much time I have left is so difficult to surmise, but of all the lovers who have passed before my eyes, who have given me reason to smile, you will be remembered as the best. And lastly, my poem, not a romantic poem in a way it is. It's called Christmas Lights. I always try to write one for Christmas. Christmas lights. Oh, how I've always loved those lights and how they glow so full and bright. As each December comes around, it's time to decorate that tree, the one job that never feels like work to me. I remember going along with Dad to pick out the annual tree, and it was always the biggest, almost too tall for the room. And Dad always had the toughest task, arranging and hanging our beautiful lights. My sister and I watched and waited. He would complain a bit, but we knew he wasn't serious. We both wanted to be the one who would flip the switch, make that tree come to life. The bulbs were red, green, blue, and white, and those colors were reflected by the tinsel we had hung with care. But the lights we loved the most were the largest ones, looking just like pretty candles. They bubbled with their liquid inside and became quite hot, as we soon discovered, when our curiosity got the best of us, and we hoped that Santa wasn't watching. But if indeed he had seen us, we would have said out loud that we had been good for most of the year. Well, at least Mom and Dad could hear, and that had to count for something. I can't recall exactly when we figured out there really was no Santa Claus, but it didn't matter anyway. When those lights come on, it is always the most wonderful time of the year.